Nails, I need another pill. The effect is waning.
This way, Doctor. I'll show you where my stash is.
Hey, I get it. You're not an errand boy. Lead the way. Surgery is probably the toughest thing out there. I mean, I'm sure flying a helicopter is a challenge as well, but you've got the autopilot to help you out. Me, I'm alone with just my hands and my brain. Hell of a thing.
Here we are. Help us out.
Thanks, Nails. You're a champion.
Easy does it, Doc.
I'm fine. I can take it. I just need a kick in the ass. Oh, that hit the spot. Damn, those are fast working. It feels like a bag of frozen peas in my brain. Jesus! Hey, what? Boom!
That's it, Axel. This is Alpha 1 Axel.
Got a casualty here!
Well done, 47. This should provide you with the means to get close to sodas.
Doctor?
Hey, so you're the curator's research aide, right?
Let me guess. You want to know about the medical trial?
Oh, so it is true. The guy's had a mood-altering neurochip implanted in his brain. So how does it work? Does it work?
Sorry, you're just gonna have to wait for my research paper. I'm following the trial closely, and with a little luck, it'll be the basis for my doctorate. All I can say is that I've got a very interesting bit of insight into his mental state.
Fine, I'll...
Dr. Katashi Ito, also known as the Curator, is participating in some sort of medical trial. Interesting. The Curator oversees the hospital's organ storage facility and surely has access to Soda's donor heart. I suggest you locate the Research Assistant's Report 47 and find out what this neural implant is for. Could prove useful.
Just have to ask you again when we're drunk.
Warden, not that he fully understood the rarity of Lloyd's magnificent heart. course. Oh, that goes without saying. I do still wish we'd be able to give it to someone, well, younger, frankly. There are only so many thousands of children. Well, no needle marks. And expected charges.
Good. If the report can be trusted, the heart looks really strong. Tell me again.
I managed to finalize the new Oh my! This space, the colors, oh the shapes. It's beautiful. Oh no! Here it comes. The old poisonous cloud bank. Ah yes, this room really is laid out perfectly. Nothing out of place. Everything has its purpose. Oh, feels so much like home. Oh, well, I should go check on my collection. Your excuse.
That is the right-sided donor heart destined for sodas. This is what he sold out the ICA for. Bringing joy to the world now, 47. Well, let's see where this takes him, shall we? Solution, 47. With sodas on the operating table, and no hope of getting a second right-sided heart in time, you have effectively killed him without laying a hand on him. This should be a clear message to anyone considering following in his footsteps.
I do like that basically no hurt feelings. It's kind of like a black comedy that Hitman did. That was brilliant. That I killed him by, well, destroying the heart that he desperately needs. It's pretty dark, but it was sadistically dark in a funny way. Ooh, something's wrong with me, but yeah. I wonder how many people took the heart assassination. Not gonna lie, I thought that was pretty legitly cool. Dang. Okay. Me. Let's try this way. I might be trespassing, but... Ooh, turn off the cold water. Man, I'm such a douche. Time it. Go. It's showtime.
What happened? What? They burst a pipe or something.
I'm a mastermind. Just being able to kind of organize that, the heart failure. Man, that was just so much precise thinking. And then also trying to get to Yamazaki and all of the pretty much extraordinary things Agent 47 is doing. It's pretty sweet.
What time is yoga class again?
That is Yuki Yamazaki, former lawyer
Shut
to
up.
the Yakuza and current operative for Providence.
Miss Yamazaki, I believe you booked time for a yoga lesson.
Yes. To be honest, I was beginning to wonder if you're ever going to show. Glad you're here.
If you will just follow me.
Well, had to make time for my #1 client. You could say it'll be the crane of death. No, I got nothing clever on this one. Come on. You're gonna die.
What time does the class start?
Shut up.
Okay.
Hope you have
Class is
everything you need.
canceled. Just wait, no witnesses. Obviously.
Well done, 47. Now to make her spirit and body fly.
I'm ready to begin.
Miss Yamazaki. Very well. Let's begin. Let us begin with upward-facing dog when you're ready.
I can't believe they're actually doing this bit. Man, when Agent 47 commits, he freaking commits.
Fluid movement. Very good. Now, transition into Lord of the Dance. Remember to breathe throughout. Warrior 2 pose. Core, strength. Stay there for a while.
Seriously, when he commits as being a Yogatu.
Changing sides. Be strong.
This is the perfect crime.
And finally, tree pose. This one is tricky. Find a good spot for it.
Yep, you're definitely gonna find a good spot.
That's both targets down. Time to find an exit. We're done here.
Wow, she just fell. Hey. I actually really felt bad for her. Alright, time to disguise myself as a cheap surgeon again. Oh yeah, right, I forgot about that guy. Who cares? Hi guys. I very much enjoyed my stay. I would give you guys 5 out of 5.
Been on extra duty, huh?
Yeah. Miss Yamazaki apparently wanted to double down on her security while here at Yama.
I don't think she'll be okay because she's falling all the way down there. Dear God.
Should be a safer lifestyle.
I mean, she fell pretty fall, or she literally. Oh, hello. That guy again. Definitely Diana. What is this?
Miss Burnwood.
That's not what my ticket says.
Huh. What is this?
We received your message. Loud and clear, I might add. Honestly, you could have just sacked the poor guy.
I didn't catch your name.
No, you didn't.
Who are you?
There'll be no retaliation, not for Soders, nor any other recent fiascos. Someone's been meddling in our affairs, killing our operatives, and making the ICE look like fools. I think you got close to that someone. Closer than we've ever been. That's why we're hiring you to take him down.
Shadow Klein, huh?
I don't think so.
Don't rattle our cages, Miss Burnwood. You really have no idea.
You spy on us, bribe our people, and you have the gall to demand our help. No. You can't be trusted.
Even so, we've been around for a long, long time. I think we could help each other.
This real
Some
shit.
20 years ago, your agency took in a young man with no past and extraordinary skills. In his own special way, he cares about you, and vice versa. And ever since that time, we've never stopped wondering where he came from and who made him what he is.
There was a doctor. Some depraved experiment. But he's gone now.
Ah. Well, if you believe the questions died with him, we have nothing further to discuss. If not, as I said, I think we could help each other. Partners, then. Cheer up, Miss Burnwood. We are the lesser evil. This terrorist, he wants nothing but chaos.
He's only a terrorist if you win.
Miss Burnwood, we won a long time ago. This is maintenance.
Who are you? Okay, that has so much implication from this conversation. It's got... Oh, snap. What a cliffhanger. And we're done. Huh. There were so many foreshadowing implications from that conversation by itself. Man, I'm intrigued of what was going to happen in Hitman 2, and then when they ended in Hitman 3. Okay, wow. What a great first season. Ah, man, that's going to be tough. Trying to think of a good score for it because it was a solid game. Well, it definitely won't get a 10, so let's scratch that out of the board. It can't get a 9. I cannot give it a 9 in full confidence. Unfortunately, I can't give it a 9. But what will I give it? It deserves an 8. Even though I want to give it a 9, I gotta give it an 8. So what's the complaint? Okay, it's a minor complaint, but it does kind of detract from... It does detract from the experience. One thing, the amount of time it takes to load just when you mess up from the stealth... Oh. Well, sorry for Peter. Well, that was nice of the team to honor that guy. Anyway. What I didn't like, it was to load. Basically, when we want to get back to the game fast, it takes us a good 2 minutes. Unlike other Hitman games where you mess up, it doesn't take as long, but it does. But the amount of time to get back to the game when you get spotted, caught, or anything happens, just to load back, it's just arduous. And then to actually get into the main mission, when you start, it's not as bad. It doesn't take long. It's just when you're loading back your saves and all those autosaves, it kind of sucks. I don't like it. It takes too long to get to it. And the other complaint I have is the download of each episode. It takes a very long time to get all the episodes downloaded and then to get to play it back to back to back. Just the fact that after you get a taste of the training mission and the prologue and the excellent opening just to get to that point, then it kind of takes you out of the experience where you have to download all the rest of the episodes like a TV episode, but you gotta wait for close to more than 2 hours just to play the full experience. And it's a great full experience, and they know it. That's what took me out of the experience. I kind of wish we got the full episodes when you download the game instead of it being separate. I think that's a major detriment, or it's a major drawback when we try to get back into, well, the game. It's just a lot of padding and a lot of waiting just to get to that point. Kinda sucks. Alright, now to the good. You could say the story's not didn't write home about, but I actually like the story. It is classic spy. It's classic spy, modern spy storytelling, but it's done well. It works because the characters inhabiting the story are just so interesting. Agent 47, Diana Burnwood, the Shadow Clyde, who we never actually got his identity, but every character that is utilized, even the villains, no one is wasted. The dialogue, from the story to the dialogue to the characters, everybody is fleshed out and voiced well too, even the main bad guys. And special mention goes to Agent 47, Shadow Clyde, and Diana Burnwood. Whoever voices these characters, which we just saw in the credits, they are top notch. Them by themselves, I kind of wish we had a Netflix series, looking at you Netflix, to actually kind of go with the guy who plays Agent 47 and just do like a Netflix series. I think it would work if they do it right. But yeah, the story is intriguing from the beginning to the end, and the cutscenes that we get, it just feels like incentive to finish each mission, because we get interesting cutscenes that are just high class. They're kind of like Ubisoft grade. Well done, IO, and I think it's IO Interactive? But that's top notch. I like the story because there's so much intrigue, and then when we're doing the main mission, and then getting back to the story, it's all interesting. Yep. Okay, so as I was saying, oh, this music's pretty good. But anyway, so like I was saying about the story is simple, but interesting stuff was happening to it, and then even with the conclusion, it's a great cliffhanger to Hitman 2, which I ironically have, and I'm kind of excited to play it now. Now, the next thing I like about it too, the level design to the gameplay is just... The level design and the gameplay is just top notch. It's so intricately detailed with the levels, it's just amazing. If I had to say which one was my favorite level design, it was definitely Japan, Italy, and I think Marrakesh, but all of them were just so fleshed out, and then all the amount of choice. Yeah, but the amount of choice that you get with each level is just to a T. I love that. I love that that Stealth Gang just gave us so much detail. It's much way better than Hitman Absolution, but... another licensed soundtrack. And not just that, I just like the fact that it's just so simplistic, but the gameplay is just so fun. It's just so tight, fleshed out, there's an amount of choice that it just expands and it keeps getting better as the areas get more bigger and the situations get more complex. Plus, let's just talk about the kills. The kills are just fantastic. Even when you land a simple headshot to the accidental kill, to the unnoticed kill, to the melee kills, all of them are just so well done. That's just what makes the gameplay... That's just what makes the gameplay fun. So, I can't complain about the gameplay. It's one of the finest, and the levels are just so well done. I just wish more stealth games do that. Just keep their levels this open-ended, give us an amount of choice. You don't see it a lot. You see it in Splinter Cell and the Hitman series, but you don't see it a lot with stealth. As much. But, what else did I like about it? Case in point with the licensed soundtrack that actually fits. Yeah, even the kind of like stealth music, even though it wasn't like just for Kid from the previous ones, it feels like a new guy. But the music that happens, and even the licensed soundtrack that they use in the level, are so smooth. It just fits. Even when it's background music or... Even when it's background music or it's just music that's full blast, everything just feels great. It just feels crisp in terms of the sound. And it helps that the audio design is well done too. I didn't expect it to be good, but whatever happens, like from a simple gun, melee, to just opening doors, all the sound design is just well done. And then when an explosion happens, it just feels realistic. Oh, okay, I guess we're done. And the last thing I want to address that I really had fun with this Hitman Season 1. The amount of content in this, it doesn't, once you're done with the main campaign, there's still stuff that you haven't done. Not all of it. After you're done with it, there's still side missions and still a side plot and just interesting stuff. There's just so much content to cover, and this Season 1 by itself, there's a Legacy Edition, there's a Patient Zero Edition, there's the Magnificent or the Terrible 6, well, let's just say the Magnificent 6 Edition. There's just so much content in Season 1, it's a great preparation to get to Season 3 and Season 2, or Hitman 2. There was just so many interesting stuff that is in this. It's like they listened to the Hitman fan series and just gave us what they wanted. I'm not a Hitman fan series, but this way convinced me to play Hitman 1. It just makes me want to replay the previous Hitmans just to get the full experience. It just feels like this is a love letter to Hitman series. It's a great start. I will give it an 8, but I want to give it a 9. It's just that solid. It's just that maybe the not really online issues, it was just the amount of time to get back into the game, and then the initial starts of all that download speeds, that's what bogged it down, but it's a great experience. I can't say any more. This was a great experience. I had fun with it. I recommend it. I recommend Hitman 1 2016 edition. I would say play the other ones to get maybe the greater scope of it, but overall, you can play the Hitman 2016 and it feels like they do a great job of telling you everything that happened before because it's done in a very concrete way. I'm excited about Hitman 2. I want to see what they do next too. I have fun with this. Hope you guys enjoy the Hitman's 2016 or Hitman 1 series. I certainly have fun. On to Hitman 2. Now, it raises a question is, that was definitely Providence, but it seemed like he was the hidden hand, that the guy that we were talking about, definitely hidden hand. That guy who showed up in after the secrets were stolen, and then after the fact. He was an interesting character. I think we're going to see him in Hitman 2, or possibly Hitman 3. They wouldn't introduce that character if there was no implication. Shadow Cloud, we're going to see him again. And Diana was kind of having a conflict of interest because she saw 47's past. It makes me wonder too. I wonder how much they're going to answer in Hitman 2, and definitely how they're going to conclude in Hitman 3. They left the interesting plot threads to make me actually be invested. Alright, sorry, I was kind of geeking out because I was actually very much like this game. Okay,